Yeah, I am. Can you hear me now? So I killed that other stream because I couldn't figure out what was going on with the sound. Is the other stream like when I end it and exit? Does it push everybody else out, or are they still stuck over there? I feel bad. They they missed my great Eddie Vedder story. So all right. Sorry about that. For those of you filtering back in, I don't know what that was. So I did get the phone call. So is it 1:30 in California yet? Because I remember that there was supposed to be an announcement at 1:30 in California. I will say, I wish that there was a reasonable higher level body that could just tell LA, your police force is corrupt, you're done. Um, because the way that they're using the law as a weapon right now is ridiculous. They knew very well it wasn't a felony, but they could hold him on the felony and then, oh, yeah, my apologies, Your Honor. Let's just say it was a misdemeanor. You can't get the weekend back. And the isolation. And Leah's a hell of a trooper, but boy, what she's going through right now, that's just nuts. Okay. Is it Josh or Jacob? He had kind of given us news this morning, right? He was the one that told us that it was downgraded from felony to misdemeanor, but then he said that the arraignment would probably be 1:30. So I think that's why earlier you saw somebody mention the 1:30. So thank you, Bridge. I have to get better at this. Yeah, I think that for now it might be boring, but might be time to just camp out in front of the org, keep everybody inside, containment defense. Yeah, I kind of heard what Jacob was saying about that too, that there was the threat of arrest because she was recording and there was no evidence she was recording. You know, I don't know whether she was or wasn't. And then I think I saw on Leah's channel just before I came out that she was saying, I don't know if it's the same person, but somebody else associated with the courts or the police department keeps on saying, are you going to make me famous? And kind of looks at her and sneers all the time. Oh, and I went back on this one. I'm on telephoto, so I'm going to struggle to keep people if I'm able to talk close to somebody or interview style. I think it'll be a little bit harder to keep them in frame. So we'll see what happens. This is the building, the Imprint building, where Shannon was told that if she goes in there, that she'll be trespassed, and the tenant that was right. the tenant that was going to invite her was also going to be trespassed. I'm going to keep hanging out by the org and see if I can capture the attention of some of the Columbia students. Earlier, I was telling you that it's a landmark building. I'll try and keep this steady for a little bit, but that's the history of the landmark or the Artcraft building. Have fun at the cult. It's good that you support child rapists. Good to report people who protect criminals. Oh, we're about to see Dortech. So the taller woman, I've seen her before. We'll definitely have to see if any of the exes recognize them. So apparently those were important people. And here comes Dortech. Are you willing to exhibit some of your communication skills? Has the church taught you how to communicate? No? No communication skills? Church doing well for you? It's a church open to all. Everybody's welcome, except they're so ashamed of their crimes, they close all the windows and they close all the doors. Just like every other church in the universe. I'm not saying the churches are great, but to pretend this is a religion or a church is ridiculous. Great news, Bridge. That's awesome. How many channels do you guys have at home? Are you watching on 6 channels or 6 tabs? Now, I still hope that he finds a good civil lawyer, because this is absolute police harassment in regards to what's going on. And moreover, he should definitely civilly file against the person for assault, and then see if he can get criminal files. You don't control the criminal charge. So the shorter woman in front with the box, she just snuck out the other door. Not sure where she's going. All right, so the two women that were dressed, I'll say nicely or not in org uniforms, I just looked at their bumper. They're from the north suburbs and they're from Glencoe. And I mentioned Kevin Matthews earlier. Glencoe is super affluent. There's no poor folk in Glencoe. And their bumper sticker was showing the Glencoe Montessori School and Highland Park Montessori School. So I don't know if they're associated with the school. That's scary stuff, though. Because my recollection is that Montessoris are more loose in their curriculums and you can inject quite a bit of creepy teaching. Yeah, one thing, and again, I'm sure that it hits. There's every class of citizenry that's associated with the church, but um, the people that are affluent enough, hasty generalization. Glencoe is a place where the cost of Scientology doesn't show up on the bottom line anywhere. But you do have other people who, these true believers, and yeah, I'm sure that mortgage, credit card fraud. Um, who was it that we just heard of that used their school? They got a federal loan for school, and just gave that money to the church as well. It's ridiculous. Back to school, hi guys. I also saw on Shannon, and I think that the college kids are able to get pictures and send them her directions. But they were open fairly late last night. Like I think on the doors here we see that it's open till 6. But I think it's open till 6 for, daily it's open till 10. That the doors were open, and up in Lakeview, Trashy and Shannon would always capture the entry and exit of publics who were on their who were going in for their course. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for now, and I'm going to head off to work. I might be back here at 7 p.m. Central Time. So maybe we'll see Trashy out here. I know that he's normally out here later on at night. Thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate the watch time. I appreciate that you're engaging, asking questions. Hopefully I'm providing a service for you. Until we meet again. Thanks, everybody.